It's a new day. This is CBS 12 News This Morning.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Chris said it, very foggy start to the morning. Dense fog advisory throughout our area. This is visibility here, and it's tough to see this morning. Matt, Chris?
You can take a look at those numbers right there. You can certainly see it's a tough road out there.
Yeah, not too bad in some spots, and others, boy, you can't see your hand in front of your face. Where did my hand go? Where's my face?
I know it's there. I know
it's there. All right, take a live look right here. This is the storm track radar, and these are the watching areas where we're watching for that dense fog, and it's generally west of 441. In western, out towards Wellington, Royal Palm, Loxahatchee, the acreage. This is 441 right here. Western communities, Boynton, Delray, Boca, Westlake, Worth, Lantana, out by 441. Now, Southern Boulevard, State Road 80, if you drive that towards the lake or back towards town here, watch you driving there. That's where the fog is locally thick. Also, Treasure Coast, now it's always the lesser traveled roads. State Road 70 right here takes you off to Okeechobee, back to Fort Pierce. Martin Highway, the B line right here. Palm City, any of these smaller roads where there's not too many cars, the cars go by, they move the air, the warm exhaust, all that helps to dissipate the fog. But where you don't get much movement for the cars, that's where that fog settles in. All right, temperatures are very mild this morning. We do have that fog in the inland areas. It's near 70 at the coast and beach. Very light wind, just enough to keep that fog out to the west. Out towards Wellington at 68, West Palm 70. Treasure Coast, mid to upper 60s. We're above normal by almost 10 degrees in some spots. When you start at 70, it's easy to get to 80. All right, for today now, a little fog, a little cloud cover this morning through about 7, 8 a.m. Then we'll see more sunshine, more sun, more heat. By the time I get to noon time, it is 80. Might even hit 81 or 82 some backyards today on a nice looking Tuesday. All right, more local weather ahead. Of course, we got Valentine's weekend. Looking at all that, but first time for traffic.
Thanks, Chris. FHP has even just put out a travel advisory for the Treasure Coast, specifically here on I-95 between Vero Beach and the Fort Pierce area, because even out here on our major highways on the Treasure Coast, we are seeing some dense fog this morning and some poor visibility. So keep that in mind for your drive as you head out. We're not tracking any issues right now, but you will want to be careful. Use your low beams as you drive through those foggy areas. Palm Beach County, one minor issue here heading into Boca Raton. The right lane is blocked southbound on the interstate near Congress Avenue from an earlier vehicle fire. We are running up to speed, but you will just want to use a little extra caution passing by those emergency vehicles. Matt and Ashley.
At 6:02, we have some good news to bring you on the vaccine front. Governor Ron DeSantis announced the state is set to receive 325,000 doses this week. That's up 18,000 doses from last week. So far, the state's administered 2.7 million doses. The governor said about 75% of all those shots administered have gone to seniors.
Well, happening tomorrow, a mass vaccination site is set to open in Palm Beach County at the South Florida Fairgrounds. The site has the capacity to vaccinate up to 7,000 people per day. And of course, this is coming as seniors are really frustrated that a lot of them haven't been able to get an appointment through the Publix website.
We've been together more than 40 years, and I want to keep him around for a few more. So, you know, he's at a higher risk, and I want to protect him.
The site will be by appointment only. People already on the State Department of Health's wait list will get the priority. Now, Vice Mayor Robert Weinroth says it could take up to 6 weeks to get all the people who are on that list vaccinated. If you are on the list, you'll get an email with your appointment time.
There have been a lot of questions for new mothers and expecting parents about the COVID vaccine. Doctors now say you can get it. CBS 12 News reporter Madeline Montgomery live this morning from the South Florida Fairgrounds with more about how the vaccine could affect a baby. Madeline?
Ashley, this has been a huge debate in the healthcare community because expecting mothers weren't included in the vaccine trials. But here in the United States, they have been given the clear to go ahead and get the vaccine. Now, the CDC isn't outright recommending they vaccinate, but they are saying it's up to them if they want to. While not much research has been done on the effects to a fetus or breastfed baby, scientists are looking at what they know from similar vaccines and illnesses. They don't think the vaccine will affect the baby, which also means vaccinated moms won't pass antibodies to her baby. A mother I spoke with wants the vaccine, but is still a little hesitant.
Being a first-time mother, I'm already cautious of everything I do and everything I put in my body. And so with the vaccine and the unknowns, it's causing red flags and nightmares, really.
Coming up in the next half hour, I'll show you if the vaccine can affect family planning. For now, live in Royal Palm Beach, Madeline Montgomery, CBS 12 News.
Yeah, that raises a good point. What if you're trying to get pregnant? All right, Maddie, we'll hear more from you in about 30 minutes. Thank you. Matt, over to you.
Well, a lot of vaccines expected to come into Florida this week, all a part of a federal retail pharmacy program. The latest to join in the state, Winn-Dixie, Walmart, and Sam's Club. Here's what we know. Supermarket chain Winn-Dixie plans to administer 8,100 Moderna vaccines across the state this Thursday. But as you can see, this is the website right now to sign up, and it shows no locations with any availability yet. We just don't know. We're expecting the information to show up any minute now. Walmart, same thing. Please be sure to check back with the availability. Sam's Club, also. These will be rolling out vaccines. Those who are eligible will eventually be able to schedule an appointment online. It's important to note you do not need a Sam's Club membership to get the vaccine. It is free. As for Publix, it will have more appointments tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Remember, get there, log on right at 7 a.m. if you'd like to try to get one of the vaccines from Publix. There is no word about a CVS, Walgreens, when they might participate. In order to get a shot, of course, you must be a Florida resident or part-time resident who is a healthcare worker, staff or resident of a long-term care facility, or 65 and older. We've got the latest on all the vaccine rollout right now on CBS12.com.
It's 6:06 right now and happening today. Palm Beach County commissioners will vote on opening a COVID-19 testing room for passengers and employees at the airport. All testing services at PBIA are voluntary, with results available in about 24 hours, days time. Well, rapid test results would be back in about 30 minutes. The test will be $125 for people without insurance. Now, if approved, the testing site will open next week from 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. The meeting starts at 9:30 this morning. Make sure to head over to our website, CBS12.com, for updates.
Well, this morning, investigators are trying to hunt down the person who tried to poison public water on the west coast of Florida. Let's get right over to CBS 12 News reporter Kara Duffy. She's joining us live this morning. Kara, the timing of all this is very dangerous right around the Super Bowl.
That's right, Matt. This potentially very dangerous hack happened just 2 days before the Super Bowl in a Tampa Bay city, only 30 miles away from Raymond James Stadium, where the Super Bowl 55 was being hosted. Here's what we know. Authorities in Pinellas County say they noticed the breaches starting Friday morning at a water plant in Oldsmar. The hacker was controlling the computer system's mouse, opening various functions on the screen, increasing the level of sodium hydroxide in the water supply from about 100 parts per million to more than 11,000 parts per million.
This is obviously a significant and potentially dangerous increase. Sodium hydroxide, also known as lye, is the main ingredient in liquid drain cleaners.
Fortunately, inside the water treatment plant, the operator immediately noticed and reduced the levels back to what was safe. Now, Secret Service and FBI cybersecurity units are trying to determine who is behind the hack, whether it was someone here in the U.S. or perhaps overseas. Now, this is a developing story, and we'll be sure to bring you more information as it comes in. Matt, Ashley, back to you.
Thanks, Kara. 6:08 now. Locally, a boil water advisory was lifted for most of West Palm Beach, South Palm Beach over the weekend. Also to note here, West Palm Beach will switch back to using chloramines as the disinfectant for its water service today. The changeover could take about 2 days. People who have home dialysis machines or fish should get professional advice on how to stay safe.
Now to your eye on education. 609 school districts across our area have spent millions to keep students and staff working and safe during the coronavirus crisis. Now we're finding out that federal COVID relief money only paid about half that cost. The Palm Beach County School District shelled out $80 million in COVID-related expenses so far. That's according to budget documents. About half went to cleaning supplies and protective gear like masks and gloves. More than $25 million was invested in laptops, hotspots, and other infrastructure to make remote learning possible for tens of thousands of students and staff. The district chief financial officer Mike Burke hopes the $40 million shortfall will be covered in the next round of federal funding. If a new COVID relief bill doesn't pass, then taxpayers could have to pay for it. And we want to give a special shout out to our St. Lucie County School District's 2021 Teacher of the Year, Lauren Kapler. There she is. Congratulations. She's a civics teacher at Westgate School. She's going to represent the district in the statewide competition to become Florida's Teacher of the Year. Good luck.
Well, still ahead this morning in just a couple of hours, second impeachment trial of former President Trump begins. But here back home, a meeting will determine if he can actually live at Mar-a-Lago.
Taking a live look out West Palm Beach. Take a look at that gorgeous skyline here on this Tuesday morning. You're watching CBS 12 News this morning, the one to turn to.